So, Lingsha and Feixiao got their kits revealed. Now, I'm not going to completely go over it. I'm just going to give a general thing. Basically, they're both follow-up attackers. Or not, Feixiao isn't mainly a follow-up attacker, but she does have follow-up. But basically, they both have follow-up, and they're both break-oriented. And Feixiao is similar to Boot Hill in that she transfers break effect into crit damage and crit rate. So she's no different to Boot Hill. She's a crit break DPS, right? So So there's a problem with Lingsha. Basically, she really only works on a Firefly team because although her sustain is good, right? Like, it is good. And I think her E1 applies target defense down whenever you break someone. The main part of her kit that makes her valuable is her toughness bar damage. Meaning she's only really stand out when you go against other fire weak enemies. And obviously, who would have guessed that works perfectly for Firefly, who implants fire weakness on everyone she fucking hits, right? So, Lingsha, my original plan was to actually run Lingsha, maybe with Firefly, or I meant Feixiao, but that can no longer work, right? Now, I'm also struggling with putting Lingsha on my Firefly team. Now, you might be asking why. Didn't you just say that she's pretty much built for Firefly? Well, yes, but she's pretty much built for E1 Firefly. She wants to use her skill as often as possible, which sucks. Because we all know Firefly with her high-ass speed takes a shit ton of turns. And you want a lot of skill points for her at E0. So, I have a problem where, although Lingsha definitely would be like Gallagher power creep for my Firefly team, Gallagher is more SP friendly, right? Like, I never run out of skill points with Gallagher on my team, but now it's like I'm losing out on value from Lingsha by not using her skill. Like, so I'm not taking full advantage of the unit. And it's not my fault. It's just that I don't have the skill points in reserve for her. Straight up, right? So it fucking sucks. I'm in the middle here. I'm in like a crossroads. And then at the same time, my account right now has no limited sustains. Meaning, for Feixiao, I think Feixiao's, like, the sustain you want is Huohuo. Because she still uses ER for her ult and shit, right? And she's also wind, just like Feixiao. So, Huohuo can help breaking enemies more, right? But I don't... Fuck. If I go for Huohuo, right? I have a guarantee right now in Honkai Star Rail because I lost it on Ruan Mei's banner. If I go for Huohuo, I'll lose my guarantee and I likely won't be able to get Feixiao and... What's her name? Lingsha anymore. Like, I won't be able to get them anymore. And the problem is I want both of them. Like, more than I want Huohuo. Like, Huohuo might be, like, the smarter play for me. But I can't rely on luck, and I'm not willing to drop money on Honkai Star Rail. Like, outside of Battle Pass and Monthly Pass. So, the plan right now is get Feixiao and run her with Gallagher and Sparkle, and then add some other fucking filler, because I don't have Bronya right now. I don't know if Yukong will be good. I don't know how that goes. Because even though Gallagher can't help Feixiao when it comes to weakness break, he does help with break effect. I believe he does give like a break effect buff. So that's something, right? At least he's doing something. And then for my Firefly team, I plan on using Firefly, Lingsha, HMC, and then also a filler. Probably like Payla or some shit. Because I don't have Ruan Mei. So for both these teams, I'm missing an important role or a character to really have it like optimized. But I can get them in the future for reruns, so I don't really care. But I want E1 Firefly so fucking bad now Because I know I'm going to be running into skill point problems when I put Lingsha on the team. Or I just never use her skill, which fucking sucks because I'm not able to fully take advantage of her kit. By the way, Feixiao ignores weakness and does toughness damage. Like, no matter what, I'm pretty sure. Like, to an extent. So, we're going into this new age of DPSs where it doesn't matter if a boss isn't, like, weak to you. You still do fucking weakness damage, right? Like, it's basically res pen in this game at this point. Just giving these DPSs the ability to ignore, like, weakness and shit and all that and just bypass it. So yeah, Feixiao is another DPS that, like, ignores your fucking element and weakness and shit. Like, it just completely fucking ignores it, right? I heard, take it with a big grain of salt, right? Take this with a big grain of salt. But I've heard some people speculating that her current kit, because keep in mind, very often do these characters get nerfed massively once the different versions of them actually come out and they officially release. People are speculating Feixiao might have, like, Acheron levels of damage. Because, let's be honest, Boot Hill was already pretty fucking good. Like, Boot Hill is really, really good break DPS for Hunt. But Feixiao is basically the same, but, like, she's even more upgraded. Because she has this, like, weird-ass mechanic where you can apply blue dot or red dot, basically, to an enemy. So you can apply blue dot and red dot. And I believe blue dot enhances, like, your skill's damage. But when you weakness break an enemy, it turns into a red dot. And currently, as of right now, you know, because they always change the kits, the enemy will receive 24% increased break damage. So your break damage will instantly do 24% more the second you weakness break an enemy. Which is pretty, like, that's a huge ass fucking buff. Like, it's insane. Also, I think the specific numbers for the limit of break effect to crit for her, like, Boot Hill has something similar. I don't know if his is the same because I don't have Boot Hill and I never looked at his kit. But 50% of your break effect transfers into crit damage. And 15% transfers into crit rate. And so what people are speculating is that the maximum break effect you can use for this trace is 300. Meaning you could get, like, what? 150 break effect with, like, 50 crit rate? From what I saw people saying 170 crit damage and 50 crit rate was, like, the absolute max you could get. So yeah, take that as you will, you know. It could be wrong, it could be right, it could be changed. But she transfers break effect into, you know, crit. So, light cones. I'm not even sure about Feixiao's light cone, right? I haven't seen it. But it'll probably be break effect. We all know this shit. Every single break effect oriented character has a light cone that's like 60% break effect increase, right? So, Lingsha's has already been confirmed to be 60% break effect. We aren't aware of the passive it may have. But we know for sure it has 60 break effect. Now, Feixiao will probably also have break effect, if we're being honest. I hope her passive is somehow related to the crit, or maybe even more, like, weakness break damage or whatever. But yeah, their light cones are most likely going to have the main, like, substat as 60% break effect, which is nice. Honestly, it's pretty nice. I'm going to be going for those. So, yeah. So yeah, very quick video, just going over a brief description of their kits, what they'll be doing. They're both break oriented, both have follow-ups. Lingsha is a lot more like Topaz than Feixiao is like anyone. Like, Feixiao is, like, actually, like, pretty unique with how she does shit. She does have an enhanced state similar to Jing Liu's, and Lingsha works similar to Topaz. I think I already said that, but yeah. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you all have a great night. And peace.